What's up, everyone? It's your boy Scott. Welcome to the Scott Report, and today we are here to talk about Daemons of the Shadow Realm, Episode 6, and the cliffhangers that this series leaves us on every episode has been some of the best I've seen in quite some time. I mean, the urge to just not want to just pick up the manga immediately after every episode, I'm fighting it. And we got a long way to go because this is a 2-core episode. Like, once this is done, I'm definitely picking up the manga. But I want to know right now, they just do such a good job with pulling you in and bringing you back every episode. And it's been very solid, 6 episodes in, and it really hasn't been one that felt like it was unnecessary yet. So, with that being said, with this week's episode, it's revealed at the very end why Asa has like an eye patch. I mean, besides it looking cool, of course we had to get into what happened to her. You know, maybe we thought she was just battle hardened or something like that. But it looks like what she says is that she's been unalived before. And the people who did it was actually the Higashi village. So once again, going on to that trope of what we've been dealing with since the start of the episode of not knowing who truly you can trust in this. I mean, the more times we spend with House Kagomori, the more you start to understand their side of things. And I don't know, it's not making the village look good with the allegations that's coming up, especially with us learning more about the Kagomori side of things and getting to know the characters too. I mean, they're pretty chill. Like, of course, you know, they've done some wet work, but for the most part, all of them are pretty good characters from what I can see so far. I mean, it looks like we're going to have to get into that next episode, but the meat of this episode was kind of diving more into Asa and Yuru being twins, and we actually get some big news about their abilities and how it breaks down, and some things that's going to actually kick in the future that I'm really excited for. We also kicked this week off with Gabby just being unbothered as usual, as the Kagomori mansion is surrounded by these mysterious Daemons by somebody attacking them. It seems like it's a whole band of people out there and every one of them have Daemons. And she just made light work of these guys. Like, get these guys out of here. Where'd they come from? They're weak. Get them out of my way. So we also see that with Jin as well. Like, Jin is just going through, just doing the wet works and just taking everybody out just unceremoniously. Like, these guys don't even have a name tag against the Kagomoris right now. In fact, the whole Kagomori clan seems like they've been holding back because it's like they just took care of these guys like it was nothing and just went on about their day. Like, oh, attack. Okay. This has happened before, but Asa has mentioned that it hasn't happened to this magnitude before because assassins been sent after her before. Again, as she mentioned, it's been by the village, but this was something completely different. I've been saying that it feels like it's another side that's doing things, and that could still be the case, but for them to have like a unit of mercenaries just attacking everybody, that just didn't seem like it was a norm, and that was pointed out. Now, these people, again, that I mentioned that attacked the village were like extremely weak, like super weak. They were just getting taken out like nothing. These guys were getting murked like it was nothing. There seemed to have been somebody there who might have been pretty strong, but once he seen that things wasn't going in their favor, he just decided to leave. So I'm pretty sure we'll catch back up with this dude later. But for the most part, you know, we still got the same things going on with Yuru and Asa. Again, the cuteness, like with Asa's like, I can just take all these guys out, bro. I can just straight up solo these guys if you give me a hug. And he's like, no. But the biggest thing in the meat of this episode, of course, you know that Yuru and Asa are the light and dark twins. So the yin and yang Daemons that we saw at the beginning of the episode actually captures Yuru and Asa and put them in a light and dark side of like a barrier, respectively. And then we get to know a little bit more about the characters here overall. Like, for example, I'm starting to learn the names of some of the other Kagomori, as the blonde one with the rabbit and the turtle, his name is Haro, and he actually had a pretty good idea. He was like, if this Daemon made, you know, the twins disappear, maybe they have some answers on what happened to their parents. So let's not destroy this one. Let's take it back alive, which was a very good idea. But we saw the split between Yuru and Asa in this episode, and we start off with Asa, who is in the dark side of this barrier, and we also learn a little bit about her weaknesses, that she's like kind of scared of the dark and scared of being alone, which is probably understanding, which it being the way that she was brought up. But while she is in fear, Wright is actually there as well, and Wright was like, you know what, even though we're in this dark space, I got you, don't worry about it, I can sense you, I can find you, we got a little bit of smoke because, you know, you hit me with that technique. And Asa was like, yeah, I did hit you with my break technique and you just shrugged it off like it was nothing. What's up with that? So we're getting more ideas, like, you know, me, I was just like, she got the force or something, but it looks like the technique is actually called break, and Left and Right are actually like immune to it, because she mentioned that her father told her long ago that Left and Right exist to keep their abilities in check. And not only does she has an ability called Break, but Yuru also has an ability called Seal. So I'm really interested in seeing what that means, because she has this destructive ability that can probably destroy Daemons. So I'm wondering, with Yuru being, you know, cool, calm, collected, and just a stone cold hunter like he is, I wonder if his seal ability is physically that, where he might be able to like seal away Daemons, maybe put them away somewhere, maybe like cleanse their abilities. I'm looking forward to that too. And also, like, on the light side of things, we had Yuru, who is just taking everything like he always does. This guy is just so cool and calm, and I absolutely love him as a character. He's trying to figure out a way to get out of here, and he notices that Left is there with him as well. And Left is like, yeah, we need to find a way up out of here. And Yuru's just like, okay, well, while we think about that, I need to get better with these modern weapons here. And he just wants to use her for target practice on how to shoot his arrows. And he's like shooting, and he's just hitting her in the head, and she's just like, oh! And they did it like 3 or 4 times. Again, just bringing a comedy when things get a little bit too bleak in this series. And she was like, it's cool, I'm made of rock, it's not hurting me. So they make a plan to try to get out. And it's just really interesting, like, seeing the dynamic of this. We finally begin to unlock more things and see what's going on with the characters overall. They did escape because Asa uses her break ability to get through the barrier of the Daemon, and she actually erases like the ownership of the Daemon that this yin and yang monster was under, and she erased the ownership, puts it under her own ownership, and this thing was very happy to be with her after that too. Like, it was like really chill with it. And then she was like, okay, now that you belong to me, let go of my brother. So everybody's back. But once everything gets free, it's back to business. So they're like, we need to find out who actually attacked this place. So Yuru, being a sniper that he is, bam, shoots the arrow, takes out the guy. They capture the rest of the people, find out they're just a bunch of sniveling mercenaries, like with no worth or anything. They don't even respect their Daemons. They treat them like crap. So anything that would have happened to them, I would have been 100% for. But they need to keep some of them alive so they can find out some information. So the Kagamori are already triggered because they find out that these mercenaries treat their Daemons like crap. And the one that they do apprehend says, yeah, our leader was like this bearded guy in some fatigue. If anybody knows anything, it will be him. And then we see the bald Kagamori guy with the 2 giants, and he's just like, oh yeah, about that, I killed that guy. So yeah, there goes our answers from that. That's another thing I love about the Kagamori, is that these guys are just stone cold killers. When it comes down to doing what they need to do, they waste absolutely no time, and they're so nonchalant and funny about it too. It's just like nothing. That's another thing that's like absolutely amazing, and one of the things I like about this series so far is the dynamic. It really does have a lot of FMA feels. Of course, this is a new work and we don't want to compare it, but you can tell that it's done by the same mangaka. So, you know, besides finding out that this unit is scum and they are working for someone, like, I don't think this main guy, of course, was the big bad. We had one that did get away. That's pretty much what we got this episode. Besides, it looks like next week we are going to get an Asa focused episode, because, you know, kicking off the series, we did start off with Yuru in the village and everything. but it looks like maybe next episode is going to focus on Asa's side of things and how she came to be into the Kagamori now that has all been revealed. So I cannot wait for that to see what's going to happen there. So guys, let me know what you thought of this episode in the comments below. Again, I think this was another solid episode and is definitely keeping my interest. Be sure to go ahead and hit that like button if you liked the video. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so when I do drop, you guys will know. Also, if you want to catch your boy on the weekend, follow me on Twitch at The Scott Report for some gaming goodness where we play Marvel Rivals, we play fighting games, and we play like whatever I feel like playing at the time. It gives you a time to connect with me, catch up with me, and chat with me as well outside of this video space. And I'll see you guys next time. So as I always say, you guys can be anywhere on YouTube right now, but you chose to listen to me. I really appreciate that, so thanks for stopping by. On that note, it's your boy Scott signing out. See you soon.